we're gonna introduce our new impromptu show called 10 Questions. I go by the name of Mr. J. We got a new album coming out any day now called Plugged In. Myself and L'Daialogue Dicaprio. So right now we have Mr. Robbie on the line, aka DJ Robbie Rob. And so he has his 10 questions. I don't know what the questions are. I'm just gonna sit here and listen and try to answer them best I can. And you ready for that? What's up, sir?
Yo, what's up?
Man, just in the house. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Actually.
Okay, so you're the first interviewee for the 10 questions challenge for Plugged In, aka connected, because everybody has to be plugged in to be connected to somebody else these days. And thank God for technology. So I'm listening. I'm all ears. You shoot your questions, and I'm going to try to answer them to the best of my ability. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Question 1.
Why did you go back to rapping? Cause I heard I know you were rapping at first and you just kind of stopped.
Yeah. Not really going back, and I never really stopped. I had a lot going on with just other business, and of course, that I'm a teacher. I actually went back to school to get a master's degree a few years back. And so all of that stuff takes time to be a parent, to, like I said, teach hundreds of kids, to just maintain everything else outside of just music. So, I always, write songs. It's just going through the recording and the rehearsing process. I don't get a lot of time to really do it. And so, aside from that, my longtime engineer, we kind of parted ways. And so I was in search of another engineer that I trusted at a studio. I don't like to record with just anybody. But, a lot of times it's just timing. Like if the timing isn't right, you can't force it. And, I'm just a writer and a vocal artist. I don't produce. I DJ a little bit, but just waiting on producers to give me the beats, either give them to me, or if I gotta pay for them, So it's all good. Just I think right now I just have fun with it. I had to tell myself I'm just having fun with it, because when I was really, pursuing it a long time ago, that's all I was really involved in. But right now, I have a lot of other things going on. So it's just a little part of what I do. And, as long as I can have fun with it, I'm cool with that. When it gets to me doing things because I need to get paid off of making a certain type of music, it's not worth it. And I don't want that type of stress. So I want to do things exactly how I want to do it and when I want to. Like my boy Prince in the back. All right. Question 2.
Why did you name the title of your album Plugged In?
Okay, so I live in South Louisiana, and my partner in the project, L'Daialogue Dicaprio, actually lives in Los Angeles, California. And so we actually, if we're gonna make music together, the cheapest way to do it is to actually plug into an internet device and use our technology, computers, and of course, late nights you got to plug in your headphones to the computer so that you can hear, what's going on. And so, we were basically sending files to each other over almost a year, back and forth, putting songs together. He'll start one, I'll finish one. He'll email me an idea, I'll email him back. Chat rooms, all of that. So plugged in just means you're connected to something. But bigger than that, we've been connected for almost 20 years, just as real friends. And so no matter where we're at, we can always just plug in, pick up the phone, send a message, and everything's all good. And so it relates to like a lot of other people because everybody's plugged into something. So when everybody's like, oh, got the plug and all this, that don't necessarily mean somebody who trying to give you something to sell or selling you something. It just means connecting with somebody else who you have something in common with. So we're all plugged in. And literally, when we listen to the music, most of us either got to plug into a hardcore wire device or the Bluetooth or something like that. So it made sense.
Okay.
Question 3.
How did you like the beats? You like that? And I liked how you did your songwriting. Like I heard a couple bars.
You heard a couple bars. Thank you.
TGIF.
Yeah, that's a good one. So you want to know how we made the beats or how I decided on which ones I was going to record on?
How you made them?
I didn't make the beats. L'Daialogue, it kind of came out of his head. He actually has a few different machines at his house. So he actually has some beat machines that he uses to where if he cuts up a sample and he uses sounds, I think he got some keyboards too. So he actually plays the keys too and the drum machines. And so he puts it all together like you see all these other guys making beats. And so when we go to California, I'll have to let you see how he does it on the spot. But I could say maybe 2, maybe 3 songs. I had an idea of what I wanted to hear, and I sent him some notes, and he read the notes, and he made it happen. But we went through a lot of different beats. Like he would send me maybe 10 at a time, and I might hear 2 or 3 that I really want to do something with. Not saying the other 7 were bad, but you're just taking time and just saying, okay, what you feeling at the moment would make sense. Some of them he already sent chorus and hook lines on. So all I had to do was just rap a verse. But yeah, it's just listening. It's like shopping.
Okay. All right. So question 4. Let's go back in time when you started rapping.
Ooh.
Why did you like that? Were you like a good at vocabulary?
Oh yeah, I was great with vocabulary. When I started rapping, I was actually around other people who rap. My friends, they rap. I was the DJ guy, so I used to pick the beats for them to rap on, and make little mixtapes. But when I started rapping with them, I didn't write. I was what they call a freestyle artist, going wild and out, where they just, catching a beat and saying something funny, or they ripping on other people.
Right.
That's what we used to do. So I lost a whole lot of house battles. We got a dude named Cheeks. He was cold. He used to rap like Chico Bean. He was old school for real. He was old back then. And so he used to just crush people. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to practice if I gotta hang out. It used to be every night. He used to come over and talk about, your mama look like P, your sister look like C Murray. Yesterday I seen them in the street scrapping over hamburgers. I was like, what? But it was some silly stuff, but it used to flow.
Flow.
Yeah, and he had a joke in there, a punchline. And so, just hanging around them. Then we used to play all the screw stuff from Houston, Texas. And so they slow down and they just be coming down. Like they say, I'm coming down. Man, hold up, got lean in the cup. And they real simple rhymes, but they just roll. And so one day I was with Terry T Mix. We were riding his new truck. And everybody was going around freestyling. And I went for like 5 minutes straight. So that was the other thing. You can't just have 2 lines. You got to be able to just be the longest one. Just keep flowing. I went for like 5 minutes. We went from like the whole lakefront, and I was just rolling. And they were like, "Oh, he went hard that day." And after that, it just started coming together. But yeah, the vocabulary is important because you always gotta just have words in the bank that you can pull to make them make sense too. English is important.
Okay. Question 5. Do you like base your songs on like some people I heard like they base their like the name of the song on like how many times they use one word in that song. Like how do you base the name of the song? Like how do you figure out you want this name to be the name of the song?
That's a good question. A lot of people do that. You know, whatever word comes most frequently. I don't do that. A lot of the songs I write are kind of like almost like little stories. And so in a story, you'll just have a title. And so the title relates to everything in that book. And so that's the way I do it for myself most of the time. I just have like an idea or like a title, like Angels. Like the Angel song, I didn't have a chorus line at first. I just had 2 verses. But I knew I wanted to talk about myself and some things that happened to me. I wanted to talk about some things that other people go through too. And because we're going through different obstacles and trials, we get through because we have angels, you know, watching over us. And so, you know, that was just a perfect title. But no, I just, like I said, I just kind of find a concept and say, okay, well, let's make a story around this. I don't just pick the word after the fact. You know, just try to be thoughtful about it.
Okay. Question 6. So like back in the day, you used to like rap with a lot of people. I could see from your videos that I've been watching.
Yeah, a lot of people. Used to have what they call crews. So like in the crew, it's like all your guys. And so the last crew we formed was the Tiger Woods crew, which was, you know, kind of famous in New Orleans on the underground. You met a lot of J Double, Daniel, D. Francis, West B, Langston Hughes, Blaze the Verbal Chemist, L'Daialogue is in there, a few others, you know, Mike Swift, the main DJ. And so, you know, what happens is you get with your crew and y'all just rap together, make songs together. And so you got 7 or 8 other people who are smart and they know what they're doing and they got style and flavor. Y'all gonna share some real good ideas together and make some good material. So I was always in crew, the Effortless group, you know, OT, J Double was in that. We had a dude named Maj, Marcus. He live in Atlanta now. He cold. Sky Dream, Proper English, same thing. We used to just get in the house, play some beats, start rapping, or start writing. Go back, Drew Kane. That was my dude who I came up with at UNO. He was a barber, but he was cold on rapping and writing. And so we used to go to his concerts and hype him up and get him, you know, ready together, winning talent shows and stuff. And so around that same time, I knew a whole bunch of other rappers who were just trying to do stuff. And so that's when I started doing battles, the Mic Check Battle Series that we took from New Orleans to Philadelphia to Oakland, San Francisco. And so, yeah, it's good to have a lot of people, you know, because it's hard when you're thinking by yourself. And those other people, it's like on a Jordan movie, they push you to be the best you could be, you know, and they gonna let you know if you're not doing it. And be like, man, that's whack. Cut that off. So that's good.
All right. Question 7. Like back when you were in college, were you like rapping, like doing concerts and stuff? Cause I heard in high school you were on a newspaper.
Oh yeah. College, I was doing a lot of different things. Like I was working on 2 TV shows in college. And so I was having fun with the rap, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. Because in school I was studying television and film production. And so I started seeing rappers making their own movies and getting a lot of money and going straight to Hollywood. They didn't know how to act. They didn't know how to put anything together, but they was making money. So I was thinking, I was like, well, I know how to do videos. I know how to make films. I could start doing some music and then that might help me get to Hollywood quicker. And so, all those things, I was focused on a whole lot. Like I was just telling my friend OT about between 99 and 2000. I was taking 19 hours in school, which means I had about 6 or 7 different classes I had to go to every week to study for. And then I had like 2 jobs and 2 internships at 2 different TV stations. Oh, you going to sleep on the interview?
No, I'm good.
Messed up. We're going to cut that. But yeah, I had a lot going on. So rap was like shooting basketball for me. It wasn't that it was that serious. I was just having fun with it. And then later on, I figured out, okay, when we started meeting with Sony and other big record labels and meeting up with Russell Simmons and we met a lot of people. Yeah, going places where LL Cool J is and just talking and listening, then it got real serious. And it's like, okay, well, you got to figure out if you want to do this, and if you're gonna do it, you got to really go hard for it.
Okay.
We're just having fun.
Question 8. You just sound like WuTang, like the WuTang Clan. You kind of sound like that on the album.
I didn't try on purpose, but I used to listen to them a whole lot. Even like a lot of my friends couldn't stand them because they didn't understand like what they were saying, but they were saying a whole lot. And I like those guys. It's one of my favorite groups. So yeah, I take that. I'm glad I don't sound like any whack rap group.
You don't know.
Yeah, I never tried to sound like them though. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Question 9. I heard you like to all right, so when you have a lot of things to do, like
for what?
Like do you edit the songs? Like are you the editor or?
Yeah. That's called post-production. So like once you record the song, you still have other things you have to do. You have to like kind of clean it up to make it sound great for the people, know. And so it's a lot of going back and listening and finding things to add in there. Some of the beats might not be full as they need to be. You might have to go back and re-record some vocals or turn some stuff down, adding effects, special effects, like if you're talking about a car. So it's a lot of that going on. And then, if you got people cussing, you probably want to release you probably want to release a clean edit, especially if you're going to play on the radio or in movies and stuff. So, you got to go back and edit that. So it's a lot of people getting paid, like studio engineers and producers that you don't even see. But because I'm an independent artist, I do a lot of that on my own. The same stuff we used to do when we made radio commercials. It'll basically be on the DJ recording a commercial to edit it and get it back out to the public and sound good. Because if it don't sound good, you lose your job.
All right.
Yeah.
Last question. Will there be a video?
They got a few videos in the works. We're actually planning to ride this project out to the end of the year. We were actually thinking it was gonna come out in March, but post-production took a while, and then with Corona and all of that, we just said we're gonna just take our time and make sure it's right, add some other pieces. But we got a couple video things going. We playing with some ideas. It's not gonna be a traditional video like people sitting side by side, because that's not how we living right now. Everybody just kind of staying where they are. But just look out for that. I think we got a video coming for TGIF real soon. The commercial's about to pop. But it's really up to the people. And I'm gonna leave you with this. I got 10 really, really, really good listeners who they listen to everything I put out. It don't matter when, it don't matter where, they're gonna get it. So I get it to those 10 people first. All right. So the release date is actually tomorrow. The Tuesday release date. We're going old school. No Fridays. We're doing Tuesday. And so those 10 people, they're gonna hear it first. Aside from that, I got like another couple hundred. They real close. They all gonna listen, and they're gonna tell. Each one of them gonna tell 10 other people, which is cool. And so they're gonna decide on which song maybe we need to shoot a video for, or what's the second single and third single. Because you don't put singles out if the people don't like them. But you don't know what the people like. You just don't know. So we're gonna put it out there. We're gonna see. I don't know what the people on the West Coast gonna say. I don't know what the people, in Europe are gonna say. Got some listeners in Africa on the Bandcamp and stuff. So we're just gonna see. We're gonna have fun with it. But it's gonna be a good time. I appreciate you asking and sharing your insights. You're pretty knowledgeable when it comes to this music. So it's just like, yeah, you're welcome. It's just like anything else. If you work hard at it, you can do it. And so we're just doing this because we're able to. We're blessed with gifts, but we still got to work. But we got a lot of other things going on. And so if you look behind me, I got my big poster on one of them of like my first 6 major projects. All of those were independent, like we did it with our own money, with our own time, and we can do whatever we want with them. Nobody has to tell us what to do. We do it, and so independence is everything. And it's just a good time. It's a good time, and just like those old crawfish, we're gonna put all them old rappers down and show them what it's really about. So thank you.
All right, thank you for your time.
All right, you're welcome. Peace, peace, peace. Plug in. Coming out
Stay
soon.
safe.
You too.